Why did you decide to immigrate?
I came to look for better opportunities.
Was the immigration process difficult?
Yes, it was a long and complicated process.
What type of visa do you have?
I have a work visa.
Did you have to learn a new language?
Yes, I had to learn Spanish.
Did you have a hard time finding a job?
Yes, it took me a while to find a stable job.
Have you felt discriminated against for being an immigrant?
Sometimes, but I have found friendly and welcoming people.
Have you had problems adapting to the new culture?
Yes, there are some cultural differences that I have had a hard time understanding.
Do you miss your country of origin?
Yes, I miss my family and friends.
Do you plan to return to your home country one day?
I don't know. For now I'm happy here.
What advice would you give to someone who is thinking about immigrating?
Be well informed about the process and be prepared for the challenges.
Do you like living in this country?
Yes, I like life here.
What do you like most about this country?
The people, the food, and the culture.
What do you like least about this country?
The cost of living is a bit high.
Have you had problems communicating with the language?
Yes, it was a little difficult at first, but I'm getting better now.
Have you made friends in this country?
Yes, I have made some friends.
Have you felt alone or isolated?
Sometimes, but I have connected with other people from my country.
Have you found food from your home country?
Yes, I have found some restaurants with food from my country.
Have you integrated into the local culture?
Yes, I am learning about local customs and traditions.
Have you had problems accessing basic services such as health or education?
No, I have been able to access basic services.
Do you feel safe in this country?
Yes, I feel safe in general.
I work at. Describe your job.
I work at. Describe your job.
Do you like your job?
Yes, I like my work.
Have you had a hard time finding a job that fits your skills?
Yes, it took me a bit.
Have you had problems getting your studies or work experience recognized?
Yes, there have been some recognition problems.
Have you suffered discrimination at work?
No, I have not suffered discrimination at work.
Do you feel valued in your work?
Yes, I feel valued in my work.
Have you had problems communicating with your coworkers?
Yes, it was a little difficult at first, but I'm getting better now.
Have you felt integrated into the work team?
Yes, I feel integrated into the work team.
Have you had problems adapting to the work culture?
Yes, there are some cultural differences that I have had a hard time understanding.
Do you feel satisfied with your current work situation?
Yes, I feel satisfied with my current work situation.
Have you had the opportunity to travel within the country?
Yes, I have traveled to some places in the country.
Have you been able to send money to your family in your home country?
Yes, I have been able to send money to my family.
Have you had problems with the country's laws or regulations?
No, I have not had problems with the laws.
Do you feel welcomed by the local community?
Yes, I feel welcomed by the local community.
How are you adapting to your new environment?
Fine, thanks. I'm trying to get used to it.
What aspect of local culture has surprised you the most?
The hospitality of the people has been impressive.
Have you had difficulties communicating in the new language?
A little at first, but I'm learning.
How do you feel about your current job?
I am happy with my job, although it is a challenge to adapt.
Have you encountered difficulties obtaining basic services such as medical care?
At first it was complicated, but now I know some resources.
What aspect of daily life here is different from your home country?
Punctuality and organization are very different.
Have you had trouble finding foods you used to eat in your country?
Yes, some ingredients are difficult to find.
How has your experience been with the education or training system here?
It has been interesting, although different from what I am used to.
Have you had any encounters with the local bureaucracy?
Yes, it has been a long and complicated process at times.
Have you felt well received by the local community?
For the most part, people have been very welcoming.
Have you had problems finding suitable housing?
At first, yes, but I finally found a suitable place.
How is public transportation compared to your country?
It's much more punctual and organized here.
Have you experienced discrimination or prejudice for being an immigrant?
Fortunately, I have not had that experience.
Have you had opportunities to connect with other immigrants from your country?
Yes, I have met some people from my home country.
How is the cost of living here compared to your country?
It is a little higher, but there are also more opportunities.
What traditions or customs from your country do you miss the most?
I miss parties and family gatherings.
Have you had difficulties obtaining legal documents to reside or work here?
Yes, it has been a long and complicated process.
Have you had trouble understanding cultural norms at work?
At first, yes, but I have been learning quickly.
How have you found the process of settling in a new country?
It has been challenging but exciting at the same time.
Have you had the opportunity to explore the city and its surroundings?
Yes, I have been discovering new places little by little.
Have you had difficulty getting social assistance or support services?
At first, yes, but I have received help from some organizations.
How is the quality of medical care compared to your country?
It is excellent, although the system is different.
Have you had trouble adjusting to the weather here?
Yes, the climate is very different from my country.
What advice do you have for other immigrants arriving here?
Be persistent, seek help when necessary, and be open to new experiences.
Have you found barriers in accessing educational services for your children?
No, access to education for my children has been quite good.
How do you feel about job opportunities here compared to your country?
There are more opportunities, but also more competition.
Have you had trouble keeping your culture and traditions alive here?
Sometimes, but I try to practice them at home.
Have you had to adapt to different eating habits?
Yes, I have had to get used to new foods and flavors.
What is your biggest challenge living here as an immigrant?
The language barrier and adapting to new cultural norms.
How do you feel about safety in this country?
I feel safe, although you always have to be alert.
Have you had problems getting banking services or opening an account?
At first it was a little complicated, but I finally managed it.
Have you had trouble finding a social circle here?
At first yes, but over time I have met more people.
How is the quality of life compared to your home country?
There are positive and negative aspects, but overall it is good.
Have you had difficulties adapting to the educational system if you are studying here?
Yes, the educational system is different and has required adjustments.
Have you had trouble finding employment in your field?
Yes, sometimes it is difficult to find a job that fits my experience.
Have you had trouble understanding the tax system and how it works here?
Yes, it has been a challenge to fully understand it.
Have you had to change your clothing or lifestyle here?
Yes, I have had to adapt my clothing to different climates and occasions.
Have you had problems maintaining contact with your family in your home country?
Sometimes it is difficult because of the time difference, but we do our best.
Have you had trouble finding appropriate medical care due to language barriers?
At first yes, but now I can communicate better.
What is the process of getting a driver's license here compared to your country?
It's a longer and more complex process here.
Where can I find affordable language classes?
There are several community centers that offer free or low-cost classes.
What are the best neighborhoods to live in terms of safety and accessibility?
I would recommend exploring areas like name safe and accessible areas in the city.
Where can I get information about employment opportunities for immigrants?
You can consult immigrant resource centers or employment agencies that specialize in multicultural hiring.
How can I get legal advice about my rights as an immigrant?
There are nonprofit organizations that offer free legal advice for immigrants.
What are the necessary procedures to obtain permanent residence here?
You can get detailed information at the local immigration office or online through the official government website.
Where can I find help translating important documents?
There are community and online services that offer document translation at affordable prices.
Are there support programs for immigrant entrepreneurs?
Yes, there are government programs and nonprofit organizations that provide support and resources for starting a business.
How can I access low-cost healthcare services?
There are community clinics and low-income health assistance programs that could help you.
Where can I get information about adult education programs?
You can check at local libraries, community centers, or online for information about adult education programs.
What are the best ways to integrate into the local community?
Participating in community events, joining common interest groups and volunteering are great ways to integrate.
Are there mentoring programs to help immigrants adapt?
Yes, some organizations offer mentoring programs that pair immigrants with local community members.
How can I get help finding affordable childcare for my children?
You can search online or ask at community centers about affordable child care programs.
Are there resources to learn about labor laws and workers' rights here?
Yes, there are organizations and government agencies that offer workshops and information materials on labor rights.
Where can I find vocational training courses to improve my job skills?
You can search at technical education centers, community colleges, or online for vocational training courses.
What are the best ways to learn about local culture and customs?
Participating in cultural events, visiting museums, and talking to members of the local community are great ways to learn about local culture.
How can I get help applying for scholarships or financial aid for my studies?
You can consult with educational advisors at universities or community centers for guidance on scholarships and financial aid.
Are there mentoring programs to help immigrants advance their careers?
Yes, some organizations offer mentoring programs that can help you develop your professional skills and advance your career.
Where can I find information about public transportation services and how to use them?
You can visit the local transportation authority website or ask at public transportation stations to obtain information about services and schedules.
How can I get help preparing my tax return?
There are nonprofit organizations and community programs that offer free tax preparation assistance.
Where can I get information about affordable housing programs?
You can search online or ask local government agencies about available affordable housing programs.
Are there psychological support programs for immigrants who are adapting to a new environment?
Yes, there are mental health organizations and services that offer psychological support for immigrants.
Where can I get help to improve my language skills?
ESL, English as a Second Language, programs are available in schools, community centers, and online.
Are there microcredit programs to help immigrants start small businesses?
Yes, some organizations offer microcredit programs that can help you start a business.
Where can I get information about rental rights and how to protect myself as a tenant?
You can search online or ask housing or legal aid organizations for information about rental rights.
How can I find volunteer opportunities to contribute to the community?
You can search volunteer websites or ask local organizations about available volunteer opportunities.
Where can I get help preparing my resume and looking for a job?
There are organizations and employment resource centers that offer advice and assistance in preparing resumes and searching for jobs.
Are there support programs for immigrant families who need help with food and nutrition?
Yes, some organizations offer food assistance and nutrition education programs for immigrant families.
How can I obtain information about consumer rights and consumer protection?
You can check with local government agencies or search online about consumer rights and consumer protection.
Where can I get information about job training programs and employment opportunities specific to immigrants?
You can search online or ask at employment agencies and community centers about job training programs and employment opportunities for immigrants.
Are there financial education programs to help immigrants manage their finances effectively?
Yes, Some organizations offer workshops and resources.
What documents do I need to apply for a work visa in the United States?
You will need to complete the DS-0 form and provide specific documentation depending on the type of visa you are applying for.
What is the process to obtain permanent residence, green card?
You can obtain a green card through an employer, a family member, investment, or asylum, among other processes.
How can I check the status of my visa or green card application?
You can check the status of your application online through the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services (USCIS) website.
How long does it take to process a citizenship application?
Processing time may vary, but generally ranges from months to years, depending on several factors.
What are the requirements for naturalization?
You must have permanent residence for a certain period, demonstrate good moral conduct, pass a citizenship exam and interview, among other requirements.
How can I get legal help for my immigration case?
You can seek the services of accredited immigration attorneys or ask for referrals from trusted community organizations.
What should I do if my visa is about to expire and I want to extend it?
You must apply for an extension before your current visa expires. Consult an immigration attorney or visit the USCIS website for more information.
Can I work while I wait for the decision on my asylum application?
Yes, you can apply for a work permit while you wait for a decision on your asylum case.
What should I do if my visa application is denied?
You can appeal the decision or look for other options available depending on your particular situation.
What are the consequences of staying in the United States after my visa has expired?
You may face deportation and difficulties obtaining visas or residency in the future.
Can I request an adjustment of status within the United States?
Yes, in some cases, you can adjust your status if you meet certain requirements and qualify for a change of status.
How long does it take to renew a green card?
Processing time may vary, but generally takes months to year.
What is the difference between an immigrant visa and a non-immigrant visa?
An immigrant visa generally leads to permanent residence, while a non-immigrant visa.
What happens if I lose my green card?
You must request a replacement through USCIS by submitting Form I-0.
Can I bring my family to the United States if I get a work visa?
It depends on the type of visa you obtain and whether you qualify to sponsor your family.
What is the diversity visa program, visa lottery?
It is an immigration program that grants permanent residence visas to citizens of countries with low immigration rates to the United States.
What is the process to apply for a student visa?
You must be accepted by an educational institution in the United States and apply for a student visa, F, through the U.S. Embassy or consulate.
Can I legally work in the United States with a tourist visa?
No, the tourist visa, very happy face, does not allow you to work in the United States.
What should I do if I change my address while waiting for a decision on my immigration case?
You must inform USCIS of your address change through Form AR and update your address online if you have a pending case.
Can I get financial help from the government to pay my immigration attorney fees?
No, the United States government does not provide financial assistance to pay for immigration legal fees.
What is temporary protected status, TPS?
It is a temporary status that grants protection to people from countries designated by the United States government due to extraordinary conditions.
Can I apply for a work visa if I am already in the United States on a tourist visa?
Generally, you cannot change from a tourist visa to a work visa without leaving the country and following the proper process.
Can I apply for citizenship if I have a criminal record?
Criminal records may affect your eligibility for citizenship, depending on the type of crime and other factors.
What is deferred action for childhood arrivals, DACA?
DACA is a program that provides temporary protection from deportation and work authorization to certain immigrants who came to the United States as children.
What is the process for requesting an unlawful presence waiver?
You must demonstrate that your absence from the United States would cause extreme hardship to a qualifying family member and complete Form I-0.
What is the difference between a non-immigrant visa and an immigrant visa?
A non-immigrant visa is for temporary stays, while an immigrant visa is for permanent residence.
Can I be deported if I do not have immigration documents?
Yes, it is possible to be deported if you are in the United States without legal immigration documents.
What is the minimum age to apply for U.S. citizenship?
The minimum age to apply for citizenship by naturalization is years.
What is a deportation order?
A deportation order is an official decision that orders the departure from the country of an individual who does not have legal status in the United States.
What is the diversity visa lottery, DV lottery?
The Diversity Visa Lottery is a program that randomly assigns permanent residence visas to people from countries with low immigration rates to the United States.
Have you had the opportunity to participate in cultural or social activities?
Yes, I have participated in some cultural and social activities.
Where can I find low-cost English classes?
You can look at community centers or local libraries, which often offer free or low-price classes.
How can I find a job that suits my skills and experience?
You can search on employment websites, recruitment agencies, and also explore opportunities in your network of contacts.
What are the requirements to obtain a driver's license in this area?
You should check with your local Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, for specific requirements for obtaining a driver's license.
Are there professional training programs available to learn new skills?
Yes, you can investigate career training programs at community colleges or local institutions.
Where can I find advice on how to improve my resume?
You can seek advice at employment resource centers or online through specialized websites.
What are the best neighborhoods to live in terms of safety and cost of living?
You can search online for information about different neighborhoods and also ask local residents about their experiences.
How can I access affordable healthcare services without health insurance?
There are community clinics and health centers that offer services at reduced prices based on your income.
Are there food assistance programs for low-income people?
Yes, You may qualify for food stamps or food assistance through government programs.
How can I improve my communication skills at work?
You can practice your communication skills with colleagues and look for courses or workshops related to effective communication.
Where can I find information about educational opportunities for my children?
You can research local schools and their programs online, and also ask other parents about their experiences.
Are there reliable public transportation services in this area?
Yes, you can check public transport schedules and routes online or at the nearest bus/metro station.
How can I find recreational activities or clubs to join in my free time?
You can search online or on local bulletin boards to find recreational activities and clubs that interest you.
Are there volunteer opportunities to help the local community?
Yes, there are many nonprofit organizations looking for volunteers. You can search online or ask at community centers.
Where can I get information about tenant rights and rental laws?
You can check with tenant advocacy organizations or search online for information about rental rights in your area.
What's the best way to save money on everyday expenses like food and utilities?
You can look for coupons, special offers, and also try to buy fresh foods and prepare meals at home.
Are there professional development opportunities in my field of work here?
You can search online, attend industry events, and connect with professionals in your field to explore growth opportunities.
What are the basic labor laws that I should know to protect my rights as a worker?
You should know about the minimum wage, working hours, paid holidays, and other basic labor rights in your area.
Where can I find resources to start my own business?
You can research business development programs in your community and seek advice from local government agencies.
Are there scholarship or financial aid programs available for immigrant students?
Yes, many universities and organizations offer scholarships and financial aid specifically for immigrant students.
Where can I find information about free legal aid programs?
You can search for nonprofit organizations that offer free or low-cost legal services to low-income people.
What should I do if I have problems with my employer, such as unpaid wages or unfair working conditions?
You should talk to your employer first to try to resolve the problem. If it is not resolved, consider seeking legal advice or filing a complaint with labor authorities.
How can I improve my credit score and establish credit in the United States?
You can get a secure credit card, pay your bills on time, and maintain a low credit balance to improve your credit score.
Where can I find quality, affordable child care services?
You can search local childcare centers, preschool programs, and also ask other parents for their recommendations.
What is the best way to prepare for emergency situations, such as natural disasters?
You should create an emergency plan for your family, know evacuation routes, and have basic emergency supplies at home.
How can I learn more about local culture and participate in community events?
You can attend festivals, cultural events, and community activities, and also visit local museums and art galleries.
Where can I find support for mental health and emotional well-being issues?
You can look for mental health services in your area, such as therapy and support groups, and also talk to your GP about your concerns.
What are the health insurance options available for low-income people?
You can qualify for Medicaid or the Children's Health Insurance Program, CHIP, or find low-cost health insurance plans through the health insurance marketplace.
Are there food assistance programs for the elderly or disabled?
Yes, there are specific food assistance programs for seniors and people with disabilities, such as food stamps and home-delivered meal programs.